Module 2.4 The System Builder, Trainers and Jockeys. Welcome to Module 2.4 of your Proform Professional Training course. In this module we will look at how to use the System Builder to analyse trainers, jockeys and a combination of both. We will show you how to analyse against horses declared to run today, when having their first or second run for a new trainer, and how to produce a trainer called list. Presenting by trainer, jockey or a combination of both. In this first session we will show you how to present System Builder results by the above three options. So we have Proform open, and we'll open the System Builder from the buttons down the left. We'll start by just sizing the screen so we can fit two lines of tabs on, and we'll hide the buttons down the left with this little chevron so we have more space on the screen. For this example we will look at the records of trainers, jockeys and a combination of both in the last 14 days. So we enter 14 in the restrict system to look at races from the past 14 days. We'll then go to the presentation tab and choose by trainer and then run the system. This returns in alphabetical order all the trainers that had runners in the past 14 days and their records, which we can sort by any of the column headings. So we can look at in winner order, runner order, etc. by profit loss. So we'll do the same again for jockeys. So back to the presentation tab, by jockey, run system, and the jockeys appear in alphabetical order again. So we'll sort by runners, winners, etc. And then back to the presentation tab, and we want to look at trainer and jockey combinations. So we choose this option, run the system again, and we're now presented with trainer and jockey combinations in alphabetical order, which again we can sort by winners, runners, etc. So that's how to present by trainer, jockey or a combination of both. So we'll move on now to querying against declarations. It is very useful to query trainer and jockey data against horses that are running today or tomorrow. This session will show you how to do this. So we're back in the System Builder and we're on the Date tab. And the section we're going to look at is this one here, restrict searches to a specific day, course or race. So today is Tuesday the 23rd, so we select Tuesday the 23rd on the calendar, and in this case we'll say we want to look at trainers, runners on this day. By selecting use trainers, runners, it automatically sets the presentation to by trainer, which we can see in the presentation tab. So if we go back to the Date tab, and for this example we will look at the last 28-day record of trainers with runners today. So we enter 28 in a restrict system to look at races from the past 28 days. We've already selected just runners on this day and to analyse by trainer. So we run the system, and trainers that have runners today are displayed in alphabetical order. And if we want to see what runner they've got today, if we double click the trainer's name, Barney Curley in this example, we can see at the bottom he has a runner in the 350 at Yarmouth. If we click the chevrons and go back to the system results, so we could order this screen by strike rate, number of runners, number of winners, etc. And you could of course add more filters in from the other System Builder tabs. So if we go back to the Date tab and take the same example but look at jockeys rides, so we've still got today selected, and we'll change to use jockeys rides, and we can see on the presentation tab by jockey is automatically selected. Run the system again, and we'll get a list of all jockeys who have got rides today and their record in the last 28 days. So we can see Tony McCoy has had 75 runners and 20 winners for a profit over that period of 44.79 points to Betfair SP after 5% commission is deducted. And if we go back to the date tab, we can do the same for trainer and jockey combinations. So use trainer and jockey combinations that have got runners and rides today and their record of the last 28 days. Run the system. We'll click on number of winners. And John Joe Neal and AP McCoy have had 32 rides together and won 9 of them in the last 28 days. So that's how to use trainers, jockeys and a combination of both against declarations that are running today. First run or second run for new trainer. Some trainers have a very good record when running horses for the first time after switching stables. This session will show you how to research those two angles. So we're already in the system builder, and we'll start by looking at first run for a new trainer. So switch to the Horse 2 tab, and on the trainer switch box tick first run for new trainer. And we'll only look at trainers that have got runners today. So back to the date tab, choose today's date, choose use trainers runners, click run system, and you'll receive a warning because it's going to look back through quite a lot of data to pull up the records of the trainers with runners today and how they have done when they've run an horse for the first time after switching stables. So we'll click yes, and the system builder returns a list of all the trainers with runners today and their record when they're running a horse for the first time after switching stables. So I'll just take the top one as an example. Alan Jones, 66 times he's had an horse from another stable and run it first time, and won with only 3 of those. And down at the bottom in the qualifiers, these are the horses running today that are running the first time for a new stable. So you can then look up the trainer's record in the list above. So Roger Teal, for example, if we scroll down to the R's and find Roger Teal, we can see 24 times he's run a horse for the first time after switching, and just 2 winners. Let's take another one. Evan Williams. So we go back up to these. Evan Williams, 346 times he's run a horse for the first time after switching stables. 49 have won for a 14% strike rate and a 200-point profit to Betfair SP after commission. 87 points profit to SP. So that's a pretty good record with his switches. And if you want to do the same thing when it's the second run for a new trainer, we go back to the Horse 2 tab, choose second run for new trainer, run the system again, and we still had selected just trainers with runners today. And the results appear, and these are the trainers' records when it's a second run for the new trainer. And there's not as many qualifiers today. There's just this short list at the bottom. So we'll have a quick look at some of the trainers. So Pat Edery, so if we go down to the P's, and he's had 2 from 20 when it's a second run after switching stables. And John Flint, so if we scroll back up to the J's, so John Flint has had 79 runners that's second time switch, and 14 have won for a 17% strike rate and a profit on Betfair SP and SP. So that's how to use the first and second time out switches. So we'll move on now to the trainer code list. It is useful to know which trainers are performing badly. The trainer code list allows you to find these, and with a few more parameters you can also narrow these down even more. So we're back in the system builder, and if we go to the Horse 2 tab again and choose trainer code list, and then we just want to look at trainers who have runners today, So we go back to the date tab, choose today's date, choose use trainers runners, and then click run system. And here we go, here is the trainers code list for trainers with runners today. So Alan Jones, for instance, has just gone 3 runners without a winner, whereas Amy Weaver has gone 28. If we then sort by number of runners, we can see the worst performing trainers. And if we want to see what runners they have today, we can just double click on the trainer's name. And we can see that John Joseph Hanlon has a runner in the 3:35 at Fairyhouse today. And his current losing run is 99 consecutive losers. To add further credence to the longest losing runs for a trainer, use in conjunction with the expected winners. The expected winners for John Joseph Hanlon is 4.51. What this is saying is that from the 99 runners that have all lost, it should have had 4.51 winners based on the prices those runners went off at. So we'd have to say that John Joseph Hanlon is indeed out of form. Whereas Miss Claire O'Connell has had 89 losers, so not too far off John Joseph Hanlon's 99. But from the prices they went off, only 1.23 were expected to win. So she's not had many fancied runners, so in reality she's probably not as badly out of form as this figure suggests. So although the trainer code list is a good tool and will allow you to see trainers that are out of form, use in conjunction with the expected winners to back up the figures. Well, that's it for Module 2.4 training session. Tomorrow, Module 2.5 will become available to you. In the meantime, try more queries against trainers and jockeys using other parameters in the system builder.